Hello, everybody, and welcome to the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. This is going to be an amazing discussion today. It's episode 17, 1 7, for the week ending of December 9, which is it's getting close to Christmas. We got a couple weeks away for those who celebrate, and it's going to be an amazing day and celebrate the birth of Jesus. And Santa Claus is coming to town for all the little kiddies out there. We got 2 weeks away. Episode 17 is today, though, and we have lots of business to talk about. And let's dive right into some topic that we have been following for the past few weeks. Um, 7 class action lawsuits have been filed against Sam Bankman Fried so far, the records show. Okay, now, uh, the number of lawsuits against former FTX CEO Sam Bankman Fried have been racking up. And why wouldn't they? Since the fall of his crypto empire, with the former white knight of crypto finding himself a defendant in 7 class action lawsuits filed since FTX's bankruptcy. I'll be clear, I didn't call him a white knight. He's no white knight to me. Never was. I didn't have any money with FTX. Um, I looked for accomplishments and experience and background, all that stuff, and I didn't see it. So anyway, but a lot of people did lose money. And these lawsuits, the class action lawsuits, are separate from the numerous probes and investigations examining FTX and Sam Bankman Fried, such as a reported market manipulation probe by federal prosecutors and the Federal Election Commission's likely investigation into SBF's dark money donations to the Republican Party, but he made into both. He made publicly to the Democrats and unpublicly to the Republicans. He donated to both sides. So anyway, they are 7 class action lawsuits. They will probably be mounting. There should be lawsuits, I think, coming as well against Alameda's CEOs, Ellison and Sam Trubisco, and others there too. This drama is going to continue to play out, but let's not lose sight of the bigger picture, and that is the blockchain technology is absolutely revolutionary and a game changer in many ways. And if you don't know, I'm now completing my 18th book, and it shows exactly how some of these people, artists and entrepreneurs, are dealing with adversity and perseverance and resilience and all this human stuff, associated with crypto that people don't really talk about too much. So let's talk about keeping with FTX, right? Um, Kevin O'Leary. They paid Kevin O'Leary $15 million to be FTX's spokesperson, and guess what? This guy's Shark Tank. This guy's like known for being an investor, one of the best in the world, and he lost $15 million, and he has no idea where it went. Wow. I can't say I ever lost $15 million. I can't say I ever had anywhere near $15 million or even $1 million. Shark Tank star and investor Kevin O'Leary, known in some circles as Mr. Wonderful, not my circle, not Mr. Wonderful to me, has claimed that he has all but lost the $15 million FTX paid him to be a spokesperson. Speaking at CNBC's Squawk Box on December 8, O'Leary outlined that after taxes, agents' fees, and $1 million equity investment into FTX and buying a whole lot of crypto that's now stuck on the FTX exchange, he's got nothing left to show for his time with the FTX. Oh, poor baby. Total deal was just under 15 million, but hey, you don't have any. Join the club, not your club, not your 1% club. Join the club of hundreds of thousands of people who don't have their money right now because of the market implosion, and stop crying. So let's move on from that. Let me know your thoughts about Mr. Wonderful, or whatever you choose to call him, whatever nickname you want to give him. Let me know your thoughts. Hey, Mr. Wonderful to me will always be Paul Orndorff, who was a wrestler in the WWE back to his classic matches with Hulk Hogan. So now let's talk about some good news. Okay, there is good news this week. The Avila brothers, Snoop Dogg, and Billy Ray Cyrus prepare to release a historic NFT collection. A hard-working man. I know what that is. Last April, while the Avila brothers, Snoop Dogg, and Billy Ray Cyrus lit up Grammys weekend with their new single, A Hardworking Man, one of the hottest NFT collections in 2023 was being produced. A hard working man, integrity, hard work, doing work, job. You know, a lot of people nowadays and call themselves influencers have never worked before. But a hardworking man, which I can relate to, is a three-tier drop that is being brought to life by metaverse entertainment company Animal Concerts. I just wrote about Animal Concerts in my book last week, and that was an amazing book. It's called Trees, Birds, and Fire. It has Sam Felt and his background too, and Oren and Animal Concerts. And Animal Concerts through an emphasis on community building, asset utility, and a vast formation of eye-popping redeemables that will make music fans and crypto enthusiasts go wild. Go wild. Adding an additional dose of crypto excitement into the mix. Cointelegraph was brought on to create the striking artwork for these highly sought after NFTs. That's going to be absolutely amazing. I knew Snoop Dogg was in the metaverse and had this coming down the pike. I have had interviews about that with founders and entrepreneurs in the space. And the hardworking men NFTs are a labor of love. And I look forward to that. And I think everybody should look forward to that because it's a bright light right now with all the craziness. So, talking about craziness, let's talk about the U.S. regulator. Okay, I don't really want to talk about the U.S. regulator, but it's something we got to do. Okay, now the first one is a warning. The U.S. banking regulator is crypto warning. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC, said the digital asset industry was maturing but was not yet robust in its risk management. Okay, now a U.S. banking industry regulator said there's emerging risks of cryptocurrencies, saying the sector should take a cautious approach and seek permission in some cases when engaging with crypto firms. I don't agree with the permission part. But let's see. Citing dislocations in the crypto market in 2022, and yes, that existed, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency highlighted what it said were several key risks of crypto in its December and semi annual risk perspective for fall 2022 report. Its three main concerns, let's check them out here. Okay. Stable coins may be unstable. Well, yeah, that's true. The crypto industry lacks mature risk management practices. Um, yeah, looking at the people who are in the jobs we give all the money to with no risk management backgrounds, I'd agree. And has a high risk of contagion due to high degree of interconnectedness. Yes, that's also true. We had a contagion. There was a lot of interconnectedness. Everybody seemed to rehypothecate to each other. You know, that was I say evident, but I would say that's what it looked like on the outside. The space's lack of consistent or comprehensive regulation and the volatility of crypto, it's always going to be volatile, along with the increased range of firms offering bank-like products and services, who cares, using crypto and tokenized assets, okay, were also cited as concerns which the OCC believes raises questions regarding financial stability. Good questions. You know, there's the beginning of Terra Luna, algorithmic stablecoins, and all this stuff it's new, it's fresh, it's brand new, it's a new industry. There's going to be hiccups. And how do you reduce the hiccup? Now, how you do that is this regulator is looking to seek feedback on DeFi's impact on financial crime. Let's look at that. A close look is being taken at money laundering and terror financing laws by FinCEN as it asked banking sector players for feedback on DeFi's crime rates. You should not ask the banking sector. They launder more cash than anybody else. You should not ask them. But let's see. The U.S. financial regulator is looking to gain feedback from the banking industry. No, you look from the crypto industry, sir. And you should, not from the banking industry, about how decentralized finance may affect the Bureau's efforts to stop financial crime. You're going to get a very biased answer if you only ask for banking. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network's FinCEN said it is looking carefully at DeFi, while the agency's acting director, Himi Malului Das, said the digital asset ecosystem and digital currencies are a key priority area for the agency. Okay, dude, you do not want to ask bankers. Bankers are very good at taking cash and taking it and laundering it. They're the best in the world at it. What you want to do is ask people who, where you have transparency and you see where the money goes. And that's people who are in the crypto industry. You should ask them. So but hey, I might be a little bit off. I'm not, but I might be. Hey, let me know your thoughts. So that we're gonna get out of the U.S. because they're not creating friendly space for crypto. So we are gonna leave, and we are gonna go to South America. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about Paraguay. Okay. We're gonna talk about Paraguay's legislature fails to reverse presidential veto on crypto regulation law. Uh-oh, bad move. The lower house of Paraguay's bicameral legislature has failed to move forward on a bill aimed at promoting crypto mining through the use of surplus electricity following a veto from the president Mario Abdo Benitez. In the December 5 session, members of Paraguay's Chamber of Deputies discussed the pros and cons of incentivizing crypto miners to operate in the country with a cap on electricity rates, but ultimately voted against amendments that would have effectively reversed a presidential veto. The discussion included how a lack of regulation around the crypto-related activities has led to events like the downfall of FTX, the potential benefits of crypto mining in Paraguay, as well as the volatility of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. It's always a good idea if you're in a smaller nation to have an economy around Bitcoin. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, let's move out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go to Asia. Actually, let's go to Europe. There's some stuff in Europe going on. And Russia. The Bank of Russia wants to ban miners from selling crypto to Russians. Okay, so I guess they want the oligarchs to keep the money. The Russian central bank continues to maintain an extremely negative stance on cryptocurrencies, proposing to ban local miners from selling coins to local people. The Bank of Russia has supported the idea of legalizing cryptocurrency mining in Russia as part of a draft bill introduced in mid-November 2022. However, the Russian central bank was to allow miners to sell their crypto only in foreign exchanges and to non-residents of Russia. We believe, this is the Bank of Russia press office says, we believe that cryptocurrency obtained as a result of mining can be sold exclusively using foreign infrastructure and only to non-residents. Basically, what they're saying is, if you're not an oligarch, we don't want you to have money. So let's get out of there. Whatever you want to say to people, scare them. I don't appreciate that. Turkey has an obsession with crypto. Turkey, not the Thanksgiving turkeys. And I hope everybody's Thanksgiving turkey was really delicious. Turkey has an obsession with crypto, specifically Dogecoin. The crypto market slump doesn't mean interest in crypto is also down. A new study from the cryptocurrency education platform Crypto Maniacs, with a K, revealed that many countries are still scouring the internet hungry for crypto-related information. According to the study, the Netherlands and Turkey take the two top spots, with an 8.2% and a 5.5% of the population, respectively, searching for crypto-related terms. Turkey particularly accounted for 4.7 million searches, leading the searches with sheer numbers. Let me say this. A lot of the good developers left Ukraine and went to Turkey. Turkey's an emerging hub for crypto. A lot of developers there, a lot of talent there. And there's going to be searches and people are understanding it. And Turkey's going to be on its way up economically over time. So that's pretty cool. The study said that people are looking for, they're interested in Dogecoin. Dogecoin's popularity has surpassed that of Ethereum, in a significant number of countries, with nearly 2 million more searches worldwide for the coin, according to a spokesperson from Cryptomaniacs. According to Doge is a lot of people think that Dogecoin is a meme coin, and it might seem that way, but there's merged mining with Litecoin, which helps Litecoin's hash rate and improve that. And Litecoin's never had any downtime, and since they're merged and mined together, I know some crypto haters out there want to see Dogecoin go away. You are having your experience. What I'm calling you're experiencing is called delusions of grandeur. It's not going away. So let me know your thoughts. All right, let's go to Asia now. We're going to go to Asia. Okay. And we're going to talk about Alibaba, which is Alibaba's a corporate, right? It's corporate, but Avalanche is to power Alibaba's cloud infrastructures in Asia, which is really interesting. Alibaba Cloud, or Ali Yun, a subset of Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba, announced an integration with Avalanche blockchain to power the company's Node as a Service initiatives. Avalanche's partnership with Alibaba Cloud will see the development of tools that enable users to launch validator nodes on Avalanche's public blockchain platform in Asia. The integration will allow Avalanche developers to use Alibaba's cloud plug-and-play infrastructure as a service to launch new validators. I'm in the US. Alibaba's not really here. We have Amazon, right? But it would be really cool if Amazon had a node as a service offering. That'd be pretty awesome if they did that. Let me know your thoughts on how that would work. You know, so good for Alibaba, and we're going to go down to Japan right now. Okay, and we're going to look in Japan recommends against algorithmic backing in stablecoins. That's a pretty no-brainer. After passing its landmark legislation on stablecoins in June, Japanese regulators are considering complementing it by restricting the algorithmic backing of stablecoins. The intention comes as a recommendation from the Financial Service Agency (FSA) and was repeated by the country's Vice Minister for International Affairs, Tomoko Amaya, during his speech on the crypto assets at a roundtable hosted by the Official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum, the OMFIF. Amaya laid out Japan's regulatory framework, emphasizing the factors of financial stability, user protection, and anti-money laundering, combating the financing of terrorism. The speech was originally held in November, but the FSA published the full document on December 7. It was a 29-page presentation about crypto regulation. They don't like algorithmic stablecoins, and if you were an investor in Terra Luna, then you probably don't like them either. So that is a protective measure, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, let me know your thoughts. You might be a lover of algorithmic stablecoins that tank the whole industry, but hey, Hong Kong is subject crypto exchanges to the same laws as governing TradFi. Let's see what this says. Okay. Hong Kong's Legislative Council has passed a new amendment to the anti-money laundering and terrorist financing system to include virtual asset service providers. The latest legislation will establish a new licensing regime for virtual asset service providers, VASP, set to come into effect from June 1, 2023. The new amendment will subject crypto exchange service providers to the same legislation as followed by TradFi. It means the virtual exchanges looking to open a business in Hong Kong will have to go through rigorous AML guidelines and investor protection laws before being granted a license of operation. Unlike most other regulators around the globe, Hong Kong has used the FTX collapse as a way to mitigate regulatory risks associated with centralized exchanges. Okay. Hong Kong, that kind of makes sense. It's a city, country. Things are kind of uniform. You don't have, some of the third world problems with identity there. So it might work. Somewhere else, where you have a large population, maybe like China, that's unbanked, unidentified. That's not going to work. But Hong Kong might be a good test case. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. And as always, let me know your thoughts on that matter. Okay. So let's see. Uh, let's talk about South Korea. We mix delisting saga continues in the South Korean court. Court in South Korea has supported the decision of local exchanges to delist WeMix tokens, dismissing WeMade's request to cancel delisting. The Seoul Central District Court ruled to justify the decision of the Digital Asset Exchange Alliance to delist WeMix from major South Korean exchanges. And the DAXA, which is a crypto exchange group representing uh, South Korea's largest firms like Upbit, BitThumb, Coin1, Quorbit, and GoPax, said WeMade has failed to properly disclose the number of tokens outstanding. We want clarity. We want, you know, we want to be able to see what's going on. That's what part of the problem with FTX was, and it's a good idea. And yeah, you can let me know your thoughts on that too. But let's go to one place where I love. Okay, where I love. It's Vietnam. Right. I've been to Vietnam. I went to Vietnam in 2004 for 3 weeks. I traveled all around. It was an amazing country. I love it. Cryptocurrency market is most mature in these two countries, according to Huobi report. It's Vietnam and the United States. Okay. Um, Despite heavy drawdowns in price from Bitcoin and altcoins this year, interest throughout the world remains extremely active, and the leaders may come as a surprise. Not a surprise to me. Vietnam's been really good here. In the latest annual report, Huobi Research revealed the U.S. accounts for 9.2% of global exchange volume. When it comes to DeFi, the figure is higher, 31.8% in the U.S. But um, at the same time, the percentage of the population using crypto is not as high. Only 13.7% of Americans use crypto compared to 20% in Vietnam, which is the leader of most of the in the rest of the world. Hey, cool. Um, so Vietnam has a score of 35 on their report, which is second highest, and Japan and South Korea are also up there. So good to see the ecosystem being built out in Vietnam, and maybe the U.S. can take that as a lesson. Australia, we're going to Australia, going down to the kangaroos. Stablecoin framework is a near-term priority, says the regulators there. The Australian financial regulators are working on options for incorporating payment stablecoins into the regulatory framework for stored value facilities. Such incorporation would be part of a broader reforms to the payments regulatory framework in the country. On December 8, which is yesterday, the Reserve Bank of Australia published a report on stablecoins, assessing their recent developments, risks, and regulatory prospects. Despite the high attention given to risks, the report is quite optimistic in acknowledging that stablecoins have the potential to enhance the efficiency and functionality of a range of payment and other financial services. That is in contrast to Hong Kong. So all depends on the population and what is best for the country. And it's good to see that different countries are taking different approaches. So that is a bright light here. We're still really, really in the early days. So we're gonna go to Africa. I don't report too much on Africa, but I should start it. Nigeria bans ATM cash withdrawals over 225 a week to force use of CBDC. Here's another stablecoin. Okay. Nigeria has drastically reduced the amount of cash individuals and businesses can withdraw as it attempts to push its cashless Nigeria policy and increase the use of the e-naira, Nigeria's central bank digital currency. The Central Bank of Nigeria issued a directive to financial businesses on the December 6th circular, noting that individuals and businesses would now be limited to withdrawing $45, 20,000 Nigerian nairas per day, or $225 dollars per week from ATMs. Well, you're really, really limiting them. So we're going to see how that plays out. Um, it's a good idea that was, but hey, is it a good idea? The cost of living is a lot less there, so that might be a lot of money. Let me know your thoughts on the matter. And then we're going to finish off today with Iran. Iran is set to freeze bank accounts of women. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, I saw this. I was like, what? Iran is set to freeze bank accounts of women who refuse to wear a hijab. That's not too cool. Um, a member of the Iranian parliament has told local media there the government plans to impose new punishments on women who do not wear a hijab in public, with individuals who refuse to comply after two warnings possibly having their bank accounts frozen. The good thing about crypto is you don't need a bank account. You need a bank account for an on ramp. But yeah. So Hussein Jalal, a member of the Cultural Commission of the Islamic Consultative Assembly, told Iranian media on December 6th that unveiled persons will be sent an SMS urging them to respect the law and wear a hijab before entering a warning phase and finally having their bank accounts potentially frozen. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So, um, similar actions have been taken, by governments in the past. I've seen protesters and dissidents turn to cryptocurrencies to continue accessing financial instruments, and they should. They should. So, you know, um, uh, if you got a really cute hijab, wear it. But I would say, some of the laws in this world are antiquated. And let me know your thoughts. Hey, that's the episode for this week. I really hope that you enjoyed the show. It ran a little long. I'm still under half hour, and we got 2 weeks left of the year. Let's make it a banger, man. Let's make the last 2 weeks in crypto incredible, or last 3 weeks this year incredible, and let's have a kick butt 2023. And I'll see you next week, each and every week here on the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. Have a great, great, great week.